My name is Mary Claire Amable. I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised here in San Francisco in the Tenderloin. So I became familiar with SOMCAN when I was 15 years old. I've been involved in a lot of after school programs in the neighborhood. I grew up in the Tenderloin, and I moved a lot back and forth between the Tenderloin and the South of Market, where I attended numerous after school programs. And SOMCAN wasn't an after school program. It was more so a youth leadership program, and I and a couple of my friends were the first batch of young people that went through this youth leadership program and this process of youth empowerment. I've developed a lot in my politics. Going in to SOMCAN, I feel politics is just something that not the average teenager thinks about, but is definitely impacted by. So for us, a lot of the program, or a lot of the youth program that was created at SOMCAN was created to develop youth empowerment, but also cultivate ideas around politics and to give young people this platform in which they can use their voice to challenge politics and challenge current living conditions in their neighborhoods. And one story that I have of SOMCAN that I hold very dearly is when my mom was laid off. SOMCAN was kind of the organization that helped her and helped us get back on our feet. When I can't really remember what the age was when this happened, but it was definitely in my mid-teen years, so my mom is the main financial provider for my family, and she was laid off super abruptly, or fired super abruptly. I don't know which one it was. And I remember having this conversation with her and everyone else in my family, where there was this uncertainty in her voice, which isn't normal for her because she's so independent and so everything that she says is confident. So when we were having this conversation, it was a discussion on whether or not we were going to be able to live in the city, whether or not we would have to move somewhere else. And I just remember the idea of living anywhere else but San Francisco was just so saddening for me. But luckily through this process, SOMCAN was able to help her find work in the meantime, but also help her fight that case, because it was super I don't know if it was illegal, but there was something very fishy about it, and there was something not right about it. So SOMCAN was able to give us some justice in that sense, and I will always be grateful to this organization for that.